So, have you ever stopped to consider, maybe, if the traditional paths after high school are still, well, still the best move? Or maybe the whole idea of learning is about to, completely change? Because today we're diving into some really fascinating sources.
Yeah, we've got everything from surprising CNN reports on the job market
Yeah,
all the way to these deep analyses on, the future of universities.
exactly. And our mission really is to pull out those key insights for you. Insights shaping how we learn, how we earn, especially with AI becoming such a big factor, trying to give you those aha moments, a shortcut to getting up to speed on all this.
Right. And it's interesting because you've got these two big forces at play, almost pulling in different directions.
Yeah, like on one hand, you see this huge return, this validation of hands-on skills, right?
Mm-hmm. The skilled trades.
But then, boom, the digital revolution, AI especially, is just radically questioning higher education itself.
They seem separate, but they're really two sides of the same coin, aren't they? This whole evolution of learning and work.
Yeah, definitely. So maybe let's start with the skilled trades first. That resurgence seems pretty compelling.
Okay, yeah. There's this really striking story. An 18-year-old kid from Father Judge High School in Philly
Okay.
lands a job as a nuclear submarine welder, $75,000 a year, straight out of high school.
Wow. 75K, no college.
Zero college debt. And get this, all 24 welding grads from his class, they all had job offers over 50,000.
That's incredible. It really challenges the old assumptions.
Exactly. Randy Weingarten from the American Federation of Teachers put it perfectly. She said it's about shedding the misperception around technical education.
That phrase, shedding the misperception, it reminds me of that book, The Millionaire Next Door.
Oh, yeah. How so?
Well, that research showed loads of millionaires weren't necessarily doctors or lawyers, but, skilled tradespeople, small business owners, people building things.
That's a great point. And it lines up with what we're seeing now with demand. Is it actually there?
Oh, absolutely. According to Angie Simon, who founded this program called the Heavy Metal Summer Experience,
Catchy name.
isn't it?
Hmm.
She points out the construction industry alone is short something like 400,000 jobs.
400,000. That's huge.
Yeah, and she says 40% of the current workforce is close to retirement.
So a massive gap is opening up.
Precisely. And her program specifically shows parents, look, trades can mean six-figure potential, pensions, and crucially, no college debt. It directly tackles those old ideas.
And policy is shifting too, right? It's not just anecdotes.
Exactly. You see the White House supporting these modernized workforce programs, a move away from just college for all, maybe. More emphasis on these skills.
Okay, but let's be balanced. There's that Georgetown study.
Right, the lifetime earnings one.
Yeah, it shows a bachelor's degree, on average, nets you about $2.8 million over a lifetime, compared to $1.6 million with just a high school diploma.
That's a big difference. Still significant.
It is, but the key word is average. The study also shows your major matters, like a lot.
True. And the trades offer that immediate job security, often without that huge debt hanging over you. It's a different calculation.
A very different calculation. So, okay, that's the trade side, this powerful return to tangible skills.
Now let's pivot. Let's talk about the other massive force, AI in higher education.
Right, and the speed of adoption here is just, well, staggering. Data showed almost 90% of college students were using chatbots like ChatGPT for homework almost immediately after it launched.
90%, almost everyone, basically.
Pretty much. And some are really open about it. There's this Columbia computer science student, Chungin Roy Lee. He basically said he used AI for like 80% of his essays. His input was just adding, quote, 20% of my humanity.
Wow, 80% AI, that's bold. But it also highlights how students are thinking about value, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Like that Harvard student, Sadhya Kumar. She calculated that every class she misses costs her $117.81.
Okay.
And she sees skipping sometimes as a worthwhile trade-off if the lecture isn't engaging or teaching her something new she couldn't get elsewhere.
So if the lecture isn't adding value beyond what she can get from AI or other sources, she's weighing that cost. That's pragmatic.
It really is. And it leads to the huge question, could AI actually, replace universities eventually?
The million-dollar question, or maybe the multi-trillion-dollar question for the education sector? What do the experts think?
Well, you've got people like Geoffrey Hinton, a sort of AI pioneer, suggesting AI tutors could be way better, like 3 or 4 times better, for truly personalized learning.
3 or 4 times better.
And Bill Gates predicts AI will take over many routine teaching tasks within the next decade or so, making things more efficient.
Efficiency sounds good, but what gets lost? What about the human side, the connection, the mentorship?
That's the huge concern. The potential downsides are really significant.
Like what specifically?
Well, you risk eroding that human connection, obviously. There are big risks of bias baked into the AI,
Mm.
just reflecting societal prejudices.
Okay.
Then there's the danger of students becoming too reliant, maybe losing critical thinking skills. And of course, widening inequality if not everyone has access.
Right. And the whole economic model is threatened too, isn't it?
Definitely. One futurist called universities a medieval model, facing serious economic pressure. Think about it. AI can deliver basic intro course content super cheaply. That disrupts the core revenue streams universities rely on.
So if the delivery method and the economics are changing, what about what's actually being taught? How does the curriculum adapt?
It has to change fundamentally. Traditional exams, they become almost meaningless if AI can ace them.
Good point. So what replaces them?
The focus shifts more towards things like competency-based learning, proving you can do something, not just sit through lectures,
Makes sense.
project-based learning, solving real problems, experiential learning, getting hands-on. It forces education to focus on what makes us uniquely human.
Like creativity, ethics, collaboration, things AI can't easily replicate.
Exactly. Original critical thinking, complex problem solving, empathy, those become the premium skills.
So wrapping this up, what's the big takeaway for you listening right now? It seems pretty clear the world of education is at this massive crossroads. Huge opportunities, but also some really profound challenges.
Yeah, it really is. Whether you're looking at the resurgence of trades or how AI is shaking up universities, the core question seems to be, what kind of learning, what kind of skills are truly valuable precisely because they can't be easily automated or replicated?
Right. If AI can deliver knowledge 24/7, what are those uniquely human capabilities?
Things like empathy, genuine curiosity,
Mm.
maybe that ability to ask completely new questions or work together in complex ways. What defines the truly educated person going forward?
That's definitely something to think about as you navigate your own path, your own learning journey in this changing world.